So what is going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to break down college. Here are 3 reasons why I hated college. Now that might be a bold statement and starting off with negativity, but personally, I just want to say that this is just my personal opinion, as well as some of the validation and reasons why I thought college was not worth the value. Now I always thought of it as a great experience. It's told to be the best option after high school. Now for me, I went to community college first and then tracked on to the University of Maryland to pursue business operations and analytics. And with all this going on with COVID and all that, I've kind of took a step back and really understood that some of these decisions that we make at a young age are very crucial. We want to follow the herd or just things that are not meant for us in life. So in my eyes, I just want to reflect 3 principles and 3 things that I experienced in my college time that kind of really pushed me away, as well as things that I just really didn't enjoy that I think some of us are so excited about. Some of us see how glamorous college is, but I just want to give you the truth about things that I think are very important to me that can help you longer down the line as well. So first, I wanted to jump into a little story as well as the way I thought about college. And I think college is perfect for people that are in the medical field, those who want to become engineers, and those that require these skilled educational needs. And I think college is absolutely the perfect fit for them. But some of us don't know what we're doing. Some of my friends have been there for 5-6 years because we get caught up in trying to decide what major I want to do. What's the job that I want to pursue? And it seems like that's the last thing on our mind. Personally, the experience itself is what we go there for. And I was looking at college, it's an expensive vacation to prove to your parents, to prove to yourself, to prove to your friends that you can live on your own. And now I think that is so fun. You have the freedom to do your thing out there. But the truth is, there was a lot of unhappiness that came with it for me. And a lot of it came with trying to be like everyone else. And that's the first thing that I wanted to spray. I think college is the environment where everyone is on the same playing field. I think even from classes to sports to hanging out, everyone is doing the same thing. And I was in a class and I was talking to my professor, and this new wave came about marketing, and I was talking to him about TikTok. He does all this consulting and he does all these big jobs that he has with his consulting firm, and he's teaching us, and he didn't even know what TikTok was. And I'm like sitting here listening to the podcast of people that are running real businesses, and I'm saying, I feel like I'm in a fake environment. I feel like, not to say or to boast and say, hey, I know more than my teacher. That's not the case. They are very wise professors. But the truth is, I felt like it was so outdated. I was in a system where they weren't following the new trends, or they weren't looking after being creative, innovative. And then so many of us wanted to have businesses and try to have new things, and they were teaching entrepreneurial classes. And I'm thinking to myself, how can someone be an entrepreneur just if they graduated with an entrepreneurial degree? And that all kind of just boggled in my head, and I just didn't make sense of it. And I'm just like sitting here, what am I doing in this environment? I know it's so glamorous. I know people really enjoy it. But I feel like I'm in a fake environment where everything is not real life, and I'm just like, I want to go out there and learn and just like do the things that real businessmen and women would do. And I want to get out there in the job force, and everyone's just trying to get a job. Now for me, I see myself as someone who wants to work for myself. I've worked for myself for over 4 years now. And the truth is, college is the place to become someone's pet peeve, someone's employee. And that's not what was on my agenda. So personally, right off the bat, I didn't want to go to an environment which I thought was a little fake. I didn't really see the value in it. And secondly, it all just prescribed to go work for someone, follow the trend, go into corporate America, and just ride your time out. And that's something I truly don't want to have in my life. I want to build something for myself and to go out there and try to live with purpose and passion and do things that I want to do, rather than having to go to this job because now that I have a degree in something that is not satisfying or meaningful in my life. Now, secondly, I want to jump into the lifestyle. Now, this could be a little tricky to understand, especially me being 21 years old, but I think this is the truth about college lifestyle. That is such an amazing lifestyle. We see it. We got girls, we got parties, we got booze, we got alcohol. We have things that are just not helpful in our life. And I was surrounded by people that were not really as motivated as me. I guess their studies could be in such way, but when it came to, hey, let's find ways to start a business, make some money on the side, or let's not go out all night and let's brainstorm business ideas, or let's be creative and let's spend time to be innovative. And it's the last thing that people wanted to do in this environment was to work or to actually create something for their future self. Rather, we're just in the moment. Yes, I enjoyed my fun too as well, but everything was going out to the bars, getting drinks, spending money, sleeping in late, skipping class, all that stuff was like a negative environment that kept pulling me down. And I found like my motivation was getting depleted. I found myself like falling in the trap of other people's and pushing things away and not focusing on myself. And it was so hard for me to say no to all these events. And I realized that, hey, I'm not taking care of myself. I'm in an environment where my health is not being great. I'm going to the gym, but my friends aren't going to the gym. And after the gym, we want to drink beer. It's just like, this weight on me, it felt so heavy. Like I'm trying to make all this progress in my life. I'm trying to be productive in my life. And it felt like I was taking 2 steps backwards in my lifestyle. Now I know when being young, I know this is the time to enjoy yourself, to have fun. But personally for me, some of those nights when we're out at 4 in the morning was not fun. Some of those nights when we're out here chasing friends, relationships, girls, whatever it is, bad things, that wasn't fun for me. I felt like I was neglecting myself and I was neglecting who I was and the purpose that I needed to fulfill in life. And that's the truth. We get caught up in this. I see so many of my friends become alcoholics. We get so many bad habits when they leave college and they get stuck in this environment because it's fueled with lust, drinking, bad habits that just continue to linger in your life. And that's why people that graduate continue to go back and say that they love that environment. It's toxic in my eyes. And lastly, I think it comes down to value. In life, I think we have to weigh the positive and negatives of things. For me, I didn't truly see the value in it. $30,000, $40,000 a year for what? A piece of paper. That's going to show that I have skills in what? So many of us go to college to get these degrees that don't even pay them back in the future. And that's the thing. We are spending money and we would hope to have an ROI. If you were to invest in the stock market, if you were to invest in yourself and you gave yourself $100,000, you would hope to make that money back, right? But the truth is, so many of us and so many people that I know are coming up empty-handed after college. So many people are going down these holes of degrees where they're not seeing the rewards. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, I'm paying for a little bit of my college, but my parents have worked 30 years. My parents had put their hard work in to help fund my college. And the thing is, they have to pull out of their 401k or they have to use their harder money because I want to go get this degree, which I don't see value in. That was hard for me. That was probably the biggest pill to swallow. And yet the apartment, I have to live somewhere. That's another expense. $700, $1,200 a month. Depends on where you're living. It all kept adding up. And the last thing that I saw was everything was extracting money. Everything was an expense, but there was never an ROI. There was never a time when I was making my money back. And I'm not thinking I need money back short term, but I want to see some type of benefit in my life. Some of us were just cheating on tests or not really learning things, not going to class, going on Chegg, going on all these websites to get good grades because that's all that college defines us as, is the grades are so important to show that you're successful. And I'm thinking to myself, some of the most successful people that I've researched, learned, and just heard them speak about their life was that they were failures in schools, that they didn't let their grades determine their success. And I truly felt that. Not that I didn't want to do good in school, and I really pushed myself in class. It's the fact that even if I did good or did bad on a test, I know that's not going to define me of my self-worth and my confidence and my communication and my ability to go out there and to be productive and valuable in the workforce. So I'm sitting here in class and I'm thinking, with all this going on, I'm out here just sitting by my own, and I'm surrounded by all these bad habits and spending all this money, and I feel like I'm broken. I feel like I'm taking on more debt. I'm going into all these unhealthy relationships, and I'm meeting all these people that are unhealthy and unhappy and have all this anxiety and all this fear and all this doubt, and that environment just pulled me down. And I'm not saying that I didn't have fun, because it was a blast. I was able to play sports. I was able to get out and do the things that I wanted to do and meet amazing people. But the truth is, I was looking back and I'm like, hey, if I could have used $100,000 now, and I didn't go to college, and I invested this in a business, think about what I could have done in those 4 years. Personally for me, thankfully, which helped me through this experience was I had the ability to start a business before college. And now I was learning all these real life skills. I was communicating with customers. I was building a business. And then I get into this environment where everything is so particular and everything just doesn't seem real. And I was just drowned out by all these negative emotions, which really pulled on me, which made me understand that, hey, college was not for me. And that truthfully, it might not be for you either. So that's kind of how I felt about college. I'm not saying I hope you guys change what you're going through, but I just want to sit here and just really reflect on how I felt and just give a different perspective, because I think so many of us love college. So many of us think it's the best move, but there's so many brilliant opportunities. There's so many ways to meet new people. There's so many ways to learn new skills with the internet. We don't have to be defined by a college degree. and we don't have to be defined by other people's opinions. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is just the fact about brands. So many of us want to make these decisions. I've seen some of my friends go away to college, come back and choose another school and just go to certain schools for their football team, for brands that they think is going to help give them leverage in the workforce. And truly, the degree, what they knew, what they learned, and the brand that they represented after college didn't really help them. And it's all about shaking hands, meeting people. And that's the best way to get out there. Going on LinkedIn, connecting with as many people as you can, is my eyes, is the best way to get a job or to find the job that you want to do and career you want to pursue after college. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope this gave you guys some type of value. If it did, leave some comments. Would love to hear your story, hear what you're going through, and would love to help you as well. So guys, take care. If you've not yet subscribed, liked, commented, would mean a lot. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Love you. Peace.